Hello, my name's Claire and welcome to this 20-minute a day series class. Moving on to the experienced section. So you don't need to be able to do all of the exercises, but it is important you have the body awareness to know how to adapt and modify any exercises that are suitable for you. So really listening into your bodies, you can do any of the modifications that's already been introduced into the previous 20-minute a day series. And if you need to take a different exercise for any of them, that's absolutely fine. You might like a deep or thick block for this class and also a thin pad for your head. So starting in a shell stretch with the sitting bones on the heels of the feet. And if you need to modify with the block there, feel free. Reach your hands out in front of you. And bring the forehead down to the mat. Again, you can prop there with a block as well if you need. Lightly close the eyes if that's comfortable. And just bring your awareness into your bodies. Notice the contact of your arms and your hands and the shins and the feet with the ground. And also the contact of your chest on your thighs. And then bring your awareness to your bellies. So you're relaxing around the face, the jaw, the cheeks. And as you breathe in, see if you can allow your belly to relax down towards your thighs. And as you breathe out, just relaxing to start with. And maybe you can notice that the back of the body moves with your breath. So you are visualizing a 3D nature to the breath. It's a soft, slow, gradual inhalation. The belly moves towards the spine and the back moves. And exhaling and relaxing. So there's a sense of expansion on the in-breath and a softening on the out-breath. And then perhaps you like to inhale through your nose. And this time as you exhale through softly pursed lips, start to think about mildly engaging with your pelvic floor and deep abdominal muscle. So there is a sense of the belly simply gathering in towards you from underneath you as you exhale. So you're beginning to become aware of the difference of an engaged centre and a fully relaxed centre. And the idea is that we can interplay between these two very comfortably. So we're not always doing one or the other. So inhaling as the belly relaxes away from your spine and comes towards your thighs. Exhale through softly pursed lips as you think of gently encouraging the belly to soften in towards you. Nothing's forced, hardened or contracted. This time inhale, relax. Exhale, gently gathering in. You can also have the inner lift of the lower part of your pelvis. So starting to awaken the muscles that line the bowl of your pelvis, your pelvic floor. Hold these muscles now very gently and continue to breathe laterally now into the sides and the back of your rib cage. And just noticing the difference in sensations when you bring the breath laterally now into the ribs. Everything is soft and subtle. One more breath. Front of the body is meeting the back of the body. Rib cage expanding on the inhale. Softening in on the exhale. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Reach the arms forward. You're going to spring onto all fours. And have a little bounce and then press back. So springing forwards and drawing back. Again, spring forwards, nice and light. Think of almost recoiling, rebounding. Bit of playfulness of this movement as we begin to warm up through the joints. And then coming up onto all fours. So have your hands underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, fingers are spread nice and wide. Exhale to press into the hands and protract through your upper body. So you're spreading the shoulder blades away from each other. There's a lifting from underneath you. Inhale as you move through neutral and into a slight extension through your upper back. So your shoulder blades move towards each other. So really thinking about body awareness here. Your head's not coming forward, your hips aren't moving. It's a simple pressing the hands away from the mat, filling the space between your shoulder blades so your upper back stretches, releasing into neutral, and then draw your shoulder blades together behind you. This is called scapular protraction and retraction. One more time. Exhaling, pressing into the hands, drawing up, releasing into neutral, and then feeling the shoulder blades gently drawing towards you, but the chin is still staying soft down towards your chest, and then coming back to center. Inhale, reach your right arm away. Think of lifting and lengthening through your spine. Keep the hip bones facing the earth. Exhale and thread through. Inhale, reach up. Open and expand. Exhale and thread through. Inhale, open, reach and expand. Exhale and thread through. Inhale to center, switch sides. Inhale, open, reach up. Exhale, thread through. Observing sensations through the waist, through the side of your body, through the chest. Exhaling. One more time. Inhale, open, reaching up. Spreading the fingertips. Exhale. Palm faces up as the arm threads through. And then gently come back. Bring your thumbs up to the ceiling. Weight the side of your hands and arms down into the ground. Perhaps you can notice sensations under your armpits, down to the side of the body. Take that expansive breath again around the sides and the back to your rib cage. And gently drawing up to center. Roll the shoulders down the back. Spread the fingers. Contact with the palms of your hands with the earth. Curl your toes under. As you exhale now, think of gathering up gently and pressing into the toes and lifting your knees an inch. So press the hands away from the mat. There's a natural gathering up from the pelvic floor. Belly's just softening in to meet the back of the body. Either stay here, or maybe you can lift your right foot up, keep the hip bones facing forwards and press back. And then 3 more here. Reaching back, reaching back. Keep the knee underneath the hip and draw some nice hip circles. Maintaining stability through the pelvis 3 times in each direction. And inhale, exhale, lower the knees down, switching sides. Inhale, exhale, press the hands away from the ground. And then reaching back with the left leg. Inhale to draw in, exhale, press, reaching away. Keep the connection with the hands, with the earth. So stability is coming all the way up from the hands, the feet. Now circle the hips 3 times in each direction. Almost imagine that your leg is hanging off the hips. Inhale, exhale to lower back down. So come back onto the heels of the feet. Give the wrists a nice roll. And just mobilising through the spine now. A couple of cat stretches. Draw the tummy up, round down through the hips. Imagine a big wave coming all the way up through your spine. Chin comes down towards your chest. Inhale, release through your hips. Come back up through your spine. 2 more. Exhale. The tummy draws up. The tailbone comes down. There's a sequential articulation through the spine. Chin comes down towards the chest. Release through the hips. Release and lengthen through the spine. We're imagining each vertebrae like a chain in a link. And they're moving one at a time and in order. Inhale, release through the tailbone. Find some length through the spine. And from there, draw the knees back. Lower the hips, point the elbows back. Send the heart forward as you lower all the way down onto your fronts. And bring your arms down by your sides. Inhale, open across your shoulders, palms face your thighs. Exhale, reach your fingertips down towards your toes. Imagine a smile across your chest. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, open, reaching away. Exhale, lower. Inhale, palms face your thighs, fingers reach to the toes. This is quite active. Now from there, stay up and reach your right leg away. As the right leg comes down, the left leg lifts. So you're crossing in slow motion, keeping the stability through the pelvis, length through the spine, fingers reaching down to your toes, chin is in and down. And then we're going to practice that lateral breath, staccato, as we kick the legs in a swimming motion with the 100 breath. When you're ready, and sniff, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, keep reaching the legs away. Sniff, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, keep the fingers down towards the feet. 4, 5, and exhale. Sniff, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Last one, sniff, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Stay there, inhale, hold the legs. Exhale, lowering back down. Bring your hands behind your back, flex your feet, turn your head to one side. Imagine a big beach ball between your thighs and your hips. You're going to press the beach ball in for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, imagine your parachute diving out of a parachute diving. Extension through your spine, palms faces your thighs, fingers reach to your toes. Hands behind your back, switch sides, feet as flex. Looking to avoid the hips from lifting here. So you need to gather up through the pelvic floor, through the belly. Inhale, open and reach. Imagine somebody's pulling your arms and feet to the wall behind you. Arms behind your back and switch sides. 3, 2, and 1. Controlled movements. Inhale, open. Imagine you're free falling, skydiving, reaching, expanding, inhaling. Exhale, other side. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, open and reach. Last time each side. 3, 2, really focusing on what's happening around the hips. Inhale, open and reach. So slow it down if you feel the hips are wanting to lift. 2, and 1. Inhale, open, reach, free fall. Exhale, lowering back down to earth. Very nice. Spread the hands, bend your knees. Inhale. Exhale, pressing away. Take the tailbone back to the heels of your feet once more. And then you're going to come up onto all fours, curl your toes under, press the hands away from the mat, find a high plank. So you could stay here and shift your weight forwards and backwards. I'm going to go into full leg pull front. So reach the right leg away, point the toe behind you, rock backwards and forwards for 3. So think of ankle mobility, 2, and 1. Inhale, lower the leg down. Think of pressing the hands away, lifting up from underneath you, left leg lifts. So imagine that you're gliding or sliding through something. And 1. Inhale, lower, switch sides. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower the leg down. If you need to bring the knees down to the floor at any time, we'll take a break. Feel free. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. So the heart centre is moving forwards, away from the hips. There's length and space in your body. You're lifting from underneath you. Last time. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lower the knees back down to the earth. Take the tailbone back to the heels of your feet and roll out through your wrists once more. From there, bring your feet round in front of you. Flexing through your feet, palms facing forwards. If you know you need props for full roll up, feel free to have them to hand now. So you're going to draw the belly in, uncurl from the base of your spine, keep the legs weighted on the earth as you imprint each vertebrae down into the mat and bring your arms back over your head. So you've still got the shoulder blades gently connected down in towards your back pockets, but without forcing anything. Flex your feet, inhale, arms float up to the ceiling, soften into your chest, come up a little bit. Keep the legs weighted down into the ground as you flex up and reaching forwards. If you know you need a thin pad under your lower back or a strap, feel free. Inhale, draw the belly in, uncurl from the base of your spine, imprinting each vertebrae down into the earth. So there's a sense of lightness and softness as we do this, softening into chest, like coiling and recoiling, curling and uncurling. Keep the feet heavily down on the ground, or just connected with the heels of your feet, the legs peeling back down as you lower down to the earth. Last time, inhale, the arms come up, soften into chest. Use your exhalation as you come up off the ground. There's a sense of lifting up and over something as you bring the arms forwards. Again, gathering in, uncurling from the base of your spine, peeling all the way down to the ground. So if you normally work with a thin pad underneath your head, feel free to place it there now, bending through your knees. In fact, have the block to one side. We're going to move into full rollover. So you're going to inhale down to prepare. As you exhale, just have a sense of the belly planing in towards you. So it's like you're spreading the belly down. There's a weightedness with the feet, with the spine, with the back in the earth. Inhale your first leg up over your hips. Keep that sense of grounding as the second leg comes up. Okay, so the belly's not lifting away from the spine. It's just naturally drawing and spreading back down to the earth. And then from there, we're going to do a roll over. So you're going to exhale, press the legs away, point the toes, have the connection of the hands and arms with the earth. Inhale, legs up to ceiling. Exhale, come over. Keep the legs parallel to the earth. Open and flex your feet as you breathe in, peeling back down. So if you find any of these kind of exercises challenging, which it will depend on the spine, you can bring the block underneath your hips so it lifts your hips a little bit. And then try from there, because that will give you a bit of a head start. So you inhale, bring the legs over parallel to the earth, open and flex the feet, and then imprinting the vertebrae back down. Think about the hips coming away from the ribs and bringing your weight onto the upper back rather than the head and the neck. And then you can increase or decrease the range of movement here. So if you are able to bring the legs lower down to the ground and add a challenge to the centre of the spine, feel free. Now reverse your direction. Open, close the legs, bring the legs over your head, close and point your toes, imprint down. Use your exhalation and keep the hands connected to the ground. Open, flex, hinge up, exhale over. Close point, breathe in, exhale down. One more time. So finding a sense of rhythm, a sense of fluidity, imprinting all the way down to the ground. And we're moving into jackknife. So again, you might like to have, if you use the block for the rollover, you'll also need a block for jackknife. So if you do a jackknife, you're going to be reducing range of movement if you use the block. So inhale the legs up to the ceiling, exhale, bring the legs over, inhale, hold, exhale, extend through the hips, reach your toes up to the ceiling, press the heels of your feet together, make sure you have space underneath your spine, and then inhale to lower back down. Okay, so we do it one more time with the block. Inhale, exhale over. Inhale and hold. Exhale, keep the arms weighted down into the earth. You move with control. Imagine somebody's pulling your legs up to the ceiling. Keep gathering in through the belly. Glutes are active. And then gently lowering back down to the ground. So stability is coming from your arms there as well. And then without the block, legs can come further around the diagonal to start. Hinge the legs up to the ceiling. Bring the legs over. Inhale. Exhale and bring the legs up to the ceiling. And then gently draw down. If you want to try making it just a little bit quicker, you can do. So just go in your own time. Inhale, exhale, reaching up. Inhale to lower back down, last time. Inhale, hinge the legs up to the ceiling. Exhale over, inhale, hold. Plant the arms down, exhale, come all the way up. Point the toes. Think about your inner thighs looking towards each other and gently drawing down, very nice. So keep the hands gently connected to the earth, heels of the feet pressed together to support the spine as you lower the legs all the way back down to the ground. Bring your arms back towards your ears. Inhale, float the arms up, soften your chest, come up a little bit, flex your feet. Exhale all the way up, reaching forward, lengthening through the spine, the back body. Inhale, gather in, stack all the way up. Roll your shoulders. And then coming to face the side. The right leg over the left. We're coming into a full side bend. If you know you still need to take the modification, feel free. So the hands are spread, triangle with the hand, shoulder and hips, palm faces up. As you breathe in, Lift and lengthen through the spine, find space in the body. As you exhale, press into both feet now. Lift up through the hips. Imagine somebody is hoisting your hips. They've got something around your hips, hoisting it up to the ceiling. And then reach your arm towards your ear. Inhale and lower back down. Very nice. So the hips are stacked. There's width across the chest. You're reaching up. So inhale, lengthen. Lift, create space. Exhale, press into the feet. Imagine somebody's hoisting your hips up to the ceiling, so you're activating underneath the waist. Breathing gently into your ribs. Exhale to lower back down. And last time, inhale, exhale, reaching up. Think of shining your ribs slightly up to the ceiling and keep pressing your left hand away from the mat to lift a little bit more underneath your waist. Breathe in. Exhale and lowering back down. Very nice. You're going to spin the legs round into the opposite direction. Spread through the hands. Lift up through the waist and lengthen. Make sure the feet are further away from you now than they would be in the modification. As you press up, think of pressing into the four corners of your top leg, left foot, and then come onto the back foot as you come up. And can keep pressing into the right hand. Notice how that gives you more lift, so that you're active underneath the waist and you're reaching and lengthening through the lateral line above the waist. Arm comes up and lowering back down. Again, so there's some fluidity to this now. Reaching up, find length and space and lift through your waist. Maybe you like to bring your eye line to your middle finger and lowering back down. Last time, inhale, press into the feet. Remember, the stability is coming up from the feet, under from the hands. And then think of spreading yourself in space. Think of the inner thighs looking towards each other. Inhale and lower all the way down. Very nice. Come back onto all fours. Roll out through the wrists. Lower down on your fronts. I'm going to give you the option now for the swimming full version. We did 50 breaths with the legs, front leg crawl. If you want to bring the arms in as well, the arms reach and they move up and down. This is very challenging on the shoulder stability. So if you want to keep the arms down by your side, then feel free, especially if you have hunched shoulders or tension, excess tension around the shoulders. You can also keep the arms out in more of a Y shape as well. So really focusing on shoulder blades gently gliding down the back, or some scapular stabilisation. So you inhale, lift up, and then start your swimming. So you can start really slowly. Back of the head nice and long. So there's more weight on the spine now with all limbs lifted off the floor. And if you want to take it into your 100 breath, then please feel free. But reduce your range of movement or slow it down if you're finding excess movement in the spine. Sniff, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 10, and sniff, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 20, sniff, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Last 2, sniff, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Last 1, sniff, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Stay there, inhale and hold. Very nice. And exhale and lower. So quite a lot going on there for coordination, stability, lengthening and reaching. And just imagine this entire front body now melting down into the earth. Bring your hand underneath your chest, bend your elbows, spread the hands. Exhale, pressing your hands away from you. Take the tailbone back to the heels of your feet once more. Gather in through the belly, uncarve from the base of your spine and stack up as you lift and lengthen all the way through. Roll the shoulders, visualise the tips of your shoulder blades sliding down into your back pockets. Float the head up, lengthening it away from your spines. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling first. Find some length and space in your waist. Press into the left hand that's down onto the ground and have a sense of pressing your hips slightly away. And then can breathe into the side of the body. Come back up to centre, bring your right hand around your left ear and gently draw your ear away from your shoulder. So your right ear is coming down towards your right shoulder. Left palm can face forwards. Think of pressing the fingertips down into the ground. Open and close through your jaw. Inhale up to centre. Right hand comes down to the ground. Left arm reaches up. Inhale, lengthen out to the side of the body. Press your right hand away from the mat as you lift up first and then slightly across. Slightly shine your ribs up to the sky, noticing sensations around the hips, the waist. What happens when you come back slightly or shine the ribs up a little bit more or come over to the side a little bit more. Be with your breath. Inhale, stack your spine up over your hips. Bring your left hand now around your ear and gently draw left ear to left shoulder. Maybe bring the palm of your right hand to face forwards. Keep the fingertips pressing down into the earth. Opening and closing through your jaw. Releasing down through the side of the head. Breathing space between your shoulder and your ear on your right hand side. Take a soft, gentle breath in and gently float your head on top of your spines. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, let out a big sigh. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale, releasing down. Thank you so much for joining me in this 20 a day series. And I look forward to seeing you in the next class.